Hello, we are back here with another monoset match. We are starting it off with Intrigue. My opponent vetoed base, so I vetoed Hinterlands. I don't know why. He caught me off guard by vetoing base, so I just said something that came to mind, which was Hinterlands. Right, so the board is actually very strange. So there's no draw on the board. Well, there's Masquerade on the board, but there's no village, right? There's Conspirators, but there's no nice way to activate Conspirators unless you precede it with Scouts or Ironworks, and that too, the Ironworks has to gain actions. Trading post and upgrade trash. Baron is a thing. Duke is a thing, and that's probably the biggest thing on the board. Duke, Duchy Duke is definitely viable here, even in the wake of Swindler, because you can't really play Swindler that often. It's just not that reliable. So yeah, we'll see how things go. I do want to pick up a Swindler and a Silver on the opening to go for an upgrade. Even that upgrade is a bit sketchy. I kinda want my deck to look like a couple Swindlers and then a lot of dense treasure. So the upgrade will get rid of the estates, turn them into Silvers or Swindler, and get rid of the coppers so that it just looks like a bunch of Silvers and Golds with Swindlers thrown in. That's what I want my deck to look like. And hopefully that should be good enough, right? Then I could decide whether I want to go for provinces or duchies and dukes accordingly. So I pick up the Swindler and the Silver. My opponent goes for Mask and Silver, so that's reasonable. It's totally reasonable. You can play Mask with money against it, and it should be fine. I do hit his Mask, which is lovely. The Swindler games have begun. I give him a Silver for his Mask. A 3 is not really like the worst thing to hit here. You'd be happy to get any of the 3s, I think. I didn't want to give him back the Masquerade, of course. Mask with Swindler is a thing to consider too, because Mask you generally pass your estates across, and against Swindler attacks they can help to defend. So it's yeah, a bit of a decision whether you want to give away your green shields or keep them in your deck, right? So I do pick up an upgrade, as does my opponent. He also now picks up a Swindler, so we both have one each. Actually, I might have two. I'd like to do that, right? If I go Swindler Silver on the open, yeah, I do have two. If I go Swindler Silver on the opening, then I like to pick up one on turns 3 and 4, provided I don't hit 5-5, right? But that doesn't happen all the time, or most of the time in any case. The Swindlers collide here, which is whatever, and I'm gonna pick up another upgrade, probably 3 upgrades, in case one of them gets sniped out by Swindler. I can at least upgrade with the incoming duchy. Actually, I might not even want to do that, but I could upgrade the incoming duchy into a gold. Just for, you know, being able to do that. So I do pick up the third upgrade. My opponent has 2, and we are humming along here, picking up money. There's nothing else really to do here except pick up money. You could entertain thoughts of playing a bridge somewhere and having lots of money, but outside of that, there's nothing exciting on the board. I think you just play money, and it's just what kind of variant of money. An upgrade on money isn't really a thing, I know, but we're still doing it for whatever reason. So I could have kept the estate in that hand, so that I would be able to upgrade it, but I thought he would pass me an estate back, which is why I gave him the estate instead. That doesn't happen. I'm denied a Silver, and I managed to hit him with the Swindler, giving him a curse, which is whatever. It's not really, like I said, the Swindler attack is okay here, but it's not the greatest thing in the world because it's not consistent. You're not going to be playing it every turn. So I do pick up, I have another $5 hand here, but instead of going for the upgrade, I just pick up Silver. I mean, I don't want another upgrade. I have 3 already. None of them have been sniped yet. So what do I do? Just put money in your deck, right? So that's what I'm doing. I go for a gold now as well. Not triggering the shuffle, there's a lot of good cards there. And I also have to watch for his Masquerade, right? If I get super thin, I'll probably have to pass him some good things at some point. But again, even the Masquerade isn't consistent. It'll come once in a while, and then, okay, you deal with it when it happens. It's not the end of the world or anything. So luckily, he passes me the curse with the upgrade in hand. That gets immediately trashed, and I pick up a gold. So a couple $7 hands for me here, which, I mean, isn't the greatest, but my opponent also has $7 hands, so Suppose we're equal on that footing. And yeah, so his swindler hits one of my swindlers, which isn't great. I would like to have two, just to be hitting my opponent a bit more regularly than he hits me, but he gets rid of one of mine, and I don't really think I have time at this point in the game to stop and buy a swindler unless I have a freakishly bad hand. Yeah, speaking of time left in the game, he goes for province, right? So he's shown his hand there. Excuse me. He wants to go for the province. Look, I could upgrade this estate into a swindler. Why didn't I do that? I should have done that. So he goes for the first province, and he seems to be going that way, right? It makes sense with the kind of deck structure he has. Lots of silvers and gold. You can rush out the provinces. Instead of upgrading the estate, I choose to upgrade the what is this guy called? The upgrade into a gold, aiming for a more treasure flood strategy. I maybe should have picked up this swindler there, but I wanted to get rid of the upgrade at this point. It isn't really doing too much. Another 8 for my opponent. That's incredible. He hit 8 twice in a row like that. That's pretty good. I am able to hit 8 now here, and I'm gonna follow him on the provinces. I'm not too far behind, and until I saw this hand. This hand is atrocious. Upgrade like isn't good for money strategies. It cuts your hand size, and it isn't money in itself. Another 8 for my opponent. So I'm actually a little bit astounded by how consistently he hit 8 there. Now he has 5 for a duchy, so he can easily do that. I'm gonna get rid of this upgrade here for gold, and at this point I have no choice but to go for the duchy. So I'm gonna start picking those up as well. And it's a little bit scary to start playing Swindler. Oh my god. Senpai, please stop. Another province for my opponent. So that's 4 for them. So I'm really backed into the corner where I have to buy duchies, even though I have more than $5 in my hand. In fact, I probably have more than $8 in my hand. Which is bad because the money isn't evening out. And I think I have to just buy an estate here. The game is pretty close to ending, especially with Swindler flying about. Maybe, what if I hit his province and then there's one province less? La-di-da, la-di-da. So I am going to upgrade this silver into a bridge. Since I have so much money, if the bridge comes with one of these hands, maybe I could get double duchy or double duke or duchy duke or something on one of the upcoming hands. So I do have a couple bridges in my deck now with that ideas. I apparently have a lot of money, so let's make use of it with adding a plus buy, right? Also, it is an upgrade target, so I can upgrade the bridge into a 5 cost. And here I'm going to refrain from playing the Swindler because I don't want to hit a province and make the game shorter, and I have enough money anyway. So look, another province for my opponent. That's 5 for them. Too many, too many. The bridge actually does come with enough money, and I'm able to pick up the last duchy and go for duke. And now we're starting to look like we could contest on points here as long as the game lasts long enough. Meaning I'm able to get more dukes because I have a lot more duchies than my opponent. So my dukes are going to be worth quite a lot. And getting province should be increasingly difficult for him, right? In a deck filled with green, he picks up another masquerade for the draw. That's reasonable. It could also fork me, right? So this duke is worth how much? This is a duchy, a province worth duke for me. He has to go for the duke. It's you know, some points for him and his less points for me. I have to play the Swindler here and hope I don't hit anything like I don't hit that province. Basically, if I had hit one of his duchies or dukes, I'd have happily turned that into a trading post. But yeah, it just turns up a silver, which is fine. I gotta skip a silver off the top of his deck, so that's good. Duke for me, duke for him, duke for me here. I could pick up a copper, but I don't really want to. Yeah, I don't really want to. I don't really need to pick up the copper. And at this point, I'm actually ahead now on the dukes, which is lovely. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, we'll just run the estates, and you'll eventually get to the other duke. Here, I am not giving you money or points. Take the upgrade. Absolutely dead in your hand. So yeah, just I'll wait until I have my $5 hand again, which should be probably next hand or something. I'll pick up my duke, and then I'll just get the estates and win the game. The only out my opponent has, the only out he has, is if his Swindler hits one of my points cards. If he hits a duke, he'll take 6 points out of my deck immediately. He actually passes me a silver, which I pick up a duke with. Like, yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Again, this masquerade. I am not. The video skipped, didn't it? Yeah, this is. I don't know how the video skipped. But we're back to that turn where I just said I wasn't gonna give him the the money or the points. So I have to give him the upgrade here, and it allows me to pick up. He passes me over a silver, which you saw before, and I get a duke on my next turn. He doesn't have enough money to pick up a duke yet, just enough on his state, I believe. Right, so the video should be caught up very, very soon. And as I was saying, the only out he has is if his Swindler hits points out of my deck, knocks points out of my deck. I mean, I can equivalently do the same. At this point, I want to play my Swindler to knock province into province and win the game. So here, still not enough money but for a duke, but my opponent, I bought the last duke, so there's no more duke, so at least I have enough money for an estate, which is good. He upgrades into a bridge as he needs. Upgraded money tells me he doesn't have enough for province, so that's good. We just run out the estates till we win, right? Except this happens. Not only does he knock the duchy out, but he has an 8 again. So that's game 1. Live by the Swindler, die by the Swindler. I am not unhappy by it, right? I play Swindler knowing fully well what could happen and what can't happen. Alright, thanks for watching.